In this video, I'm going to help walk you through the process of connecting your email to OutreachBin. In the previous video, we created a brand new Google Workspace account with a brand new Google domain. That was outreachcourse.com, and the newly created email was team@outreachcourse.com. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come into OutreachBin and we're going to connect that brand new email. So the first thing I want to do is I want to click Add Emails. I can also go head over to the Email Providers tab on the left hand side. Once I click Add Emails, because it's a Google account and it's a Google G Suite or a Google free account, I can just click this button called Sign In with Google. When I do that, I want to click on the newly created email that I have, which is team@outreachcourse.com. When I click it, a pop-up happens. Send email on your behalf. I'm going to allow this, and I click allow again. Now, if you look down here, my email is actually connected. But before I can actually enable warmup or actually send out any campaigns, what I really want to do is I want to enable tracking. Now, enabling tracking allows us to track for replies, clicks, check for bounces, unsubscribes, etc. So this is something that's extremely vital. I click on Enable Tracking and a pop-up opens up. This pop-up actually gives me a guide on what I need to do. Now this is one way to go through and connect your Google account, which is your IMAP settings. In this case, you are actually going to need to enable two-factor authentication. But there is another way to actually go through this process. You can easily follow these instructions, or if you have admin access to your G Suite account, you can head over to your G Suite admin. And we're going to set up this whole process without actually connecting two-factor. So all you need to do is go to admin.google.com. And now I am in my team@outreachcourse.com admin account. And what I want to do is I want to go to security. And in security, I'm going to look for less secure apps. And I'm going to come down here. I want to make sure the two-factor is not on. So if you do have two-factor authentication on, you need to disable it before you do this process. So in my case, I know I do not have it on. So two-factor is not on. I'm going to go back to security. I'm going to click list secure apps, and I am going to allow users to manage their access to less secure apps, and I click yes. Right. So now this is going to save and it's going to propagate through all the accounts that we have. In this case, it says it could take 24 hours. I've seen it happen instantaneously. Now that I have less secure apps enabled, what I do want to do is I want to go into my email, right? And I want to head over to my settings actually and click See All Settings. And here I look for forwarding and pop in IMAP. I click Enable and I click Enable. So enable pop for all email, enable IMAP for all email, and I click Save. All right, so in this case we're done. We went into the admin console, we enabled less secure apps, we went into our email, we went into the settings, and we enabled pop and IMAP access. Now let's head over back to OutreachBin. And let's look at the myaccount.google.com/security link. We'll click on it. And instead of following the next 3 steps, because our use case is a little different, we don't want to enable two-factor, we still go to our account, security side of our account. And let's make sure that we're in the correct account. Again, we are not. So let's go to team@outreachcourse.com. And we're in the security tab. We are going to now look for less secure apps. And as you can see, less secure apps is right here. So I want to actually turn on less secure apps, right? And it's going to ask for my password again. I click next after I sign in, and I then want to allow less secure apps. All right, so now my less secure apps are turned on. I can then just go back to my account, see everything's good. Less secure apps are on. I head back over to OutreachBin. And then my connection is normal. I do not have to follow these additional steps, and I do not have to turn on two-factor authentication. So in this case, what is my email address? My email address is team@outreachcourse.com. and then I want to enter in my password. So I've gone in and I've entered in my normal password, and all I have to do now is click confirm. Right? And the system's going to check that connection. You see IMAP settings have been configured. There you go. So I have now enabled tracking. My account is now ready to go. I can start sending campaigns, and I can even actually enable warmup. All my replies will be tracked, and all my bounces and unsubscribes will as well. So to enable warmup, all you have to do is click the enable button, and a pop-up will open to ask you how many interactions you want per day, how many replies you want per day, and where do you want to start from. So if it's a brand new account just like this one, I absolutely recommend starting from 2. This will start a ramp up process from 1 to 2 a day, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and ramp up day by day till I get to a maximum amount of 40. All right, so I'm going to confirm, and that's it. We've connected a brand new Google account to OutreachBin. We enabled tracking, and we enabled warmup. I hope this was actually helpful to you all. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us in our OutreachBin chat or leave a comment below. Thank you.